I have a problem, so I need to solve that. This major third is too slow. So I will return to the interval before it. That sounds a little too pure to me. That corrected that quite nicely. I can still hear that this fifth is tempered, but it's sounding pretty clean. But there is a wound string here and there's a plain one here, and so that can have something to do with it. Okay, now the last note of the temperament. Up a third. And so now I have just a pitch raise temperament set, but it's still really going to turn out quite nicely. Sixths and fifths and fourths. Not perfectly even perhaps, but really still quite good. It would certainly pass the Piano Technicians Guild tuning exam. Maybe not as a perfect score, but very well anyway. And I'm not even trying for perfection at this moment. So I want to fill out the two lowest notes in the tenor. Put a mute in. Now, so this is a fairly large pitch raise. So as I go up from the temperament octave, I can't afford to tune a nice pure octave like that, because if I do, by the time I pull in the unisons, the octave will be narrow.
So how are you tuning the octave?
Wide. Maybe about two beats per second wide. This was the initial octave, but I'll give it some width too. Now watch this as I tune that unison. You see it's very bad. But I don't want to put the tuning hammer on there and pull on it. I really can't do that anyway because 12 years ago I injured my shoulder and I can't use my shoulder like that all the time to tune a piano. It would cause me a lot of pain and fatigue, and I would just never get it done. So I just use no more effort than it takes to raise my forearm. I can not even have the shoulder involved at all. And I can just pop it into tune. And it has moved the entire string at once. And it's fairly stable. Now, when I pitch raise the treble section of a piano like this, I usually do it in whole steps. Okay, now to the unisons of the treble section like this, I reach to the muting strip and just tug on it once, and that exposes the right hand string. Tug. Tug. No, I have done 1 octave's worth, and normally I would go all the way down like that and then tune the top row. But today I'm doing this for a student who's just beginning. So I'm making this video for him, but also to put on Piano World forums to show the impact tuning lever technique I use, and then also the temperament sequence. So I'm going to tune this top row. And I'll leave the rest of the treble section there for the student. Then I'll move to the bass section of the piano. Now with the muting strip inserted in the bass the way that it is, you will find the free string, 1 here, then cross over, then 1 there, and then next to it, and then cross over, and next to it, and cross over, and next to it, and cross over, and so forth. Now I like to tune this section of the piano in whole steps because the tuning pins then are a straight line. You just